You're listening to the Better Relationships After Baby podcast, where I believe your relationship can be stronger than ever after having a baby. It just takes tools, conversation, and support to help you get there. I'm Chelsea Skaggs, certified life and relationship coach, mom of two, and survivor and thriver of tough relationship challenges after babies. I'm committed to helping couples just like you improve your communication skills, connection points, and personal confidence so that you can have the life and family you've always dreamt of. Now, let's get to today's episode. We're gonna call this episode an off the cuff because I had a whole different plan for what I was going to talk about this week, and I just decided to change it up, go off the cuff, mainly because I have been planning a free workshop about getting your partner to help more. This is really surrounding the mental load and what kind of overwhelm moms are facing and what we can do about that to create relationships and households where things feel better. They feel more cohesive. They feel respectful. They feel just good. So I'm planning this workshop. I'm thinking through things like the mental load and what I've been hearing recently from moms who feel overwhelmed and like they don't have anything to give outside of their home to things that they're passionate about or interested in or the hobbies that they have. I'm hearing from men when I'm working with couples that oftentimes they want to step in and they want to be more helpful, and maybe they're not sure how, or they feel like they will get criticized if they don't do things a certain way. And as I'm thinking through this, and I'm preparing this workshop, I'm researching the language. What kind of things are you guys thinking and feeling, and how do I make sure that you know that the mental load is all of these things? As I'm doing this, I have a little corner in my computer that sometimes does like breaking news or news flash, and I should just look up how to turn it off because I don't want it there, but I haven't looked up how to turn it off yet. However, I clicked on it, as I sometimes do, and it was just so horrid and heavy. So much stuff. Political, social, economical, spiritual, like all of these things. And I really got discouraged, or I was asking myself, is what I'm doing right now, preparing this workshop, creating marketing, working to find and build new clients and women and couples I can help, like, does this matter in the state of the world being on fire? I want to make sure that I say what I'm putting my time towards right now matters if I'm not out literally with the hose getting out the fires. I guess what I'm saying is it's really important to me that where I'm spending my time and what I'm putting my energy into is something that matters to make the world a better place. So I'm not a firefighter. I'm not on the front lines. And I'm saying to myself, making a workshop, creating this content, working to talking to new prospective clients on discovery calls. Does this matter? I walked myself through an exercise that I actually used with a client recently to help decide and help to see that. And the question that starts this is, what do I most want to influence? So you're maybe making a decision with your work where you're spending your time, your money, your energy. Ask yourself, this is the practice I just went through. What do I most want to influence? And I want to share what that is for me as I thought through making sure what I'm working on, what I'm creating is on the road to making the world a better place. What I want to influence is a world where women's voices, particularly the everyday mother, can be heard and can be used to advocate and lead. I want the everyday mother to be the person that's making decisions, that's leading boardrooms and courtrooms and classrooms. I want women to be able to be leading and advocating. And I see that she's only able to do that if she's not suffocating in motherhood. The only way we get everyday mother's voice out there in our businesses and in our marketing and in our sphere of influence and in advocacy seats, the only way women get to use that passion and drive and leadership is if she's not suffocating in motherhood. Motherhood wasn't meant to be suffocating. Those who get there, who aren't suffocating, there's teamwork. There's teamwork and a respectful space in the home and the marriage because this team knows how to communicate effectively, because they know what matters most to them in this short and busy life. So that this is all so that we can have more moms leading and sitting at the table and making decisions. I feel like too much of women's leadership and passion is being stifled in the home. Not because of the kids, not because we don't love motherhood, not because it is not this gift, because it is, but because of male partners not stepping up as adequate partners because maybe they haven't been taught to. And because our society has been molded this way, we've caged up the female energy that would naturally go towards building community and bringing people together and caring for one another. Our future depends on more women freed up to use their voice and passion because we are bridge builders. And I don't think the feminist movement cuts it here because it puts women in a place of getting what they want or getting respect because they're acting like men. Like that, I don't think that's it. I also don't think it's this new trad wife thing either. I just feel like these two very different sides of the spectrum. I think it has to be a different way. I think it has to be through the path of good partnerships, which create space for a woman to have capacity, to be an advocate, to use her voice, to be a leader. And we need our country, at least here in the US, I think probably the whole world needs the female leadership, needs the bridge building, the community building, the caretaking. We need more of that if we're going to survive as a human race, if we have any chance. I mean, there's other factors why maybe that won't happen, but I definitely don't think it can happen if we don't get more female community-based leadership. And that comes from mom having the capacity because she's not carrying the full mental load. If you enjoyed this episode, I would be so grateful if you take a minute to help spread the word. As a small business owner, shares and reviews go a long way. So share this episode with a friend, share it on your social media, and please leave a review if you haven't done so. This helps these messages get to more mamas, and you guys, that's how we change the world.